The following video was recorded during my 3,000 subscriber video. This is my Life is Strange Let's Talk.
We need to talk about theories on what you
Theories,
think. How
yes.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Okay.
This is being recorded, by the way, but for YouTube purposes.
Is it really, or are you just?
No,
I don't
I am
care.
really recording. I have a thing called Action Recording Software.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I suppose I don't care if you use my likeness.
All
All right.
State your theory
So-
for Life is Strange fans.
All right, Life is Strange fans and YouTube. This is for you. Okay, where to start though? So I think the hurricane thing is not related to her powers at all. Like that would have happened regardless. Because that's, I don't know, that might be obvious, but as far as like who might be the bad guys or I don't know. I don't think what's his name? Chloe's stepdad, I think.
Oh, I know
David,
who you're
I think.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the asshole. I think he's definitely a hard ass, but I think he does care about people. I think from talking to him in the hallway that time. So I don't think he's I think, well, it is creepy about all the surveillance he's doing, but I think he's trying to because he knows stuff is going on in Blackwell, so I think he's trying to figure out what's going on. Now, Mr. Jefferson. A lot of people, I've read all stuff about him on comments and stuff online, and I could see him as being a creep and doing stuff, with. Yeah, I didn't realize it, but someone mentioned about all the pictures he takes of women or of girls, and they're all over campus or whatever, and so, there's a good chance that he might have had something to do with Rachel.
What is your
so
thoughts on where is Rachel, or what happened to Rachel?
Because the last thing we heard is that she told Chloe that she met somebody that changed her life or something like that, and then she's gone. So I don't know. She's probably dead, but we don't know for a fact. I have no idea.
Are you ready for my theory? Because it's gonna blow your mind. My theory is this. Let's start with episode 1. It's obvious that she gets the magical powers just at that age speed, and we have to think, why does she get it now? Like, why now? And I think it's some kind of mystical, let's say, omnipotent power sending her the message saying, if you want to save the ones you care about, you better do it now. The tornado is coming. We already concluded that. But what really got to me is what happened to Rachel, and I'll get to that later. My belief is, and I have stated this in my Let's Play, that for the security dad, I think his name is Mr. Davis, Mr. David, something like that. One of the two. I will look it up right now, so I don't.
Madsen.
Mr. Madsen.
David.
Yeah, Mr. Madsen. I was cool with the security cams until he said in classrooms and in bathrooms. And you could see where I'm arguing here. If it was only in the hallways, it'd be a different story. It'd be a different story.
Wait, I forgot, he had video cameras in the school bathrooms?
No, he was trying to set up surveillance cameras everywhere in the school. But there was a petition going on to prevent that from happening. And I said, I will only support it if it was in the cafeteria and in the hallway, because classrooms and bathrooms, that's privacy.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Madsen a hard ass? Yes. Is he a bad guy? No. Is Nathan the bad guy? Yes.
Definitely.
But my question is, what's this more? What is our stance on Victoria more? Because she's somewhat of a let's say, uncomfortable girl. She likes to be a bully, and she likes to be a bit of a, sorry to say this, ladies, she likes to be a bit of a bitch, but you see, she's a sad girl in the end. And
Hey, didn't she after
episode 2,
and if was she crying at the end there?
I think she was.
Yeah. My thing, so I don't know what's going on between her and Nathan, if anything, or if they're just friends, or if they're conspirating friends. But what I do know is that I don't think Victoria has done anything majorly bad, except for being a complete bitch all the time.
Yeah.
And Nathan, I think he's definitely has done some terrible things, like with being involved in. We don't know to what extent, but he's involved in some terrible things. I feel like he might be like a scapegoat for whoever is like the main perpetrator in the background. I feel like Nathan, he can pin everything on Nathan, or is my feeling. But
that is a good theory, and I respect that, man. That's actually pretty smart. But to add into your argument, I think Victoria and Nathan, they're hinting that they're actually in a romantic relationship, that they're dating. And if we also have to remember that Rachel did hang out with the Vortex Club, and Nathan runs the Vortex Club and throws those parties. So Rachel probably went to the party, and something may have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So let's hopefully pray we get to go to that party in episode 3. I think... Oh, wait, I gotta do my theories now still. I'm lucky enough saved Kate Marsh. I believe Kate Marsh knows something about Rachel. I believe she does, because we see that always at the end. Like, that whoever has those binders, we need to find out who that person is.
Okay. My theory on that.
Jump in on that. Go on.
All right. The binders. I think most people, when you first see the end of the first episode, you instantly think, oh, it's the creeper, whoever it is that's doing the terrible shit. It could be the bad guys. It could be a lot of people think it's Mr. Jefferson because the pictures and everything. I really think it's Mr. Madsen, since he's doing all this research and trying to get down to the bottom of things. It's him keeping files of things that are happening to students. And that's what that is. Something I thought about is, remember, there's names before Rachel. I want to go back and see what those names say, and see it, and then I want to explore more and see if any of those names pop up anywhere else, to see if they lead anywhere.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say this. I'm pretty sure it is probably Mr. Madsen, but for good reasons. Because if you look at the episode 2, and I screwed up on this on episode 1, I didn't know he was. I was trying to find a way to grab the files if you go in his garage and everything. I screwed up on that, and if you look at it, it shows at episode 2 almost very similar, but very close to the same Kate Mark picture. If you notice that.
Really?
Yeah, you have to take a look. If you go back and you do the comparison, you're like, this is kind of similar. This is kind of similar. I believe that, if I had to say, I think Rachel is dead. She obviously, there's a good chance of her being dead, and I think that probably if I had to say, the Vortex Club, one of their members knew about it and is keeping their mouth shut about it the whole time. Who it is, I don't know. It could be Nathan, could be Victoria. We don't know.
Something I just thought about a few minutes ago when we brought up the Vortex member and Rachel, is that it could be like you see in other movies. It could be one of those things where the Vortex Club is having those crazy ass parties, and they were I don't know if it's a dare or they're doing dangerous shit, whatever, and then something happens to her, and then so everyone's hush hush about it and try to keep it a secret that something happened to her. It could be something like that too.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not trying to be a monster here or anything, but I was very sad that I didn't get to see that Kate Marsh video. Just saying. I didn't want to be a monster.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean, because I wanted to see it because maybe it would give you clues on who was all there and what the environment looked like.
Yeah, I wanted to see, just out of curiosity. I'm like, let me see. Is Kate Marsh really a big drinker and a partier and likes to do all this crazy stuff? Has a secret life? But no, it wouldn't show us. But it would have given us a hint of what really might have happened and build up theories.